Ole.
Nathaniel.
Carlos.
Wanka.
Pendejo.
Beer.
The Nathaniel and Carlos Beer Tasting Show podcast.
Bloody hell, Carlos. Wait till the show starts at least.
Hey man, did you stop after the last one?
That's fair.
So, hey man, what's good in the hood? What you been up to, Issy?
I quite legitimately have not left this premises in 3 days. And right now I'm currently wearing are you wearing that red thing?
Yeah man, I'm just up for the show, Issy.
I believe we discussed that you did not have to. Currently I'm wearing a pair of leather buttless chaps and some hiking boots.
That reminds me of my second wife, Issy.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging at all. Alternative lifestyles are everyone's choice.
Oh, no. So, hey, man, I want to start out with talk about our friends Opal and Jay. You remember them?
I do, in fact, remember Opal and Jade, the body mistresses of singing and horrible, horny jokes.
Ole, they're going to be doing, speaking of that, they're going to be doing something special this coming Saturday.
A continuing dumpster fire.
Oh, yeah, man, that's another one. But this one is Saturday, April 18th at 7 p.m. They're doing something special. They're going to be doing a banging away.
Can I sign up for that, or is... Yes, I'd like to be banged by Opal and Jade. Is that a thing?
No, man, it's funny you say that because you do sign up for it, I say. You go to their Facebook, man, because they're going to be like a verbal mercenary this weekend because they're coming for you. What you do, you go to their Facebook and you fill out a form, let's say, or you're signing somebody else up. You go and you fill out a form and you tell them the name of the person they're going to be banging, man. They're going to be talking a smack about you. But it's good because you fill out the form and then there's money involved. You're going to be paying them to bang you know what I mean?
I have another word for that. I just don't think it's applicable here.
No, man, we're gonna stay in the rating system, because banging's a word they used to describe the smack they're gonna talk about you, huh? You fill out the form and you drop the money to them. But here's the thing: if somebody submits a form with your name on it, they're gonna contact you, SA, because they said consent is sexy, So they're gonna get the consent from you, and then on this Saturday's show, they're gonna bang you. Ole.
Earlobe Nick, are you paying attention to this? Consent is sexy.
Yeah, man, I bet he was first on the list, SA.
So he was. Hopefully his wife did not stab him again.
So you got to go Opal and Jade, Off-Color Treasures on the Facebook. We're going to put the link just like we did last time. And we did not mention it last time, but I'll put the link up. But remember, guys, the Sherwood Forest Fair is still doing the virtual fairs. So check that out. We're going to put the link up to that one, too.
Do you know if we're actually on that or what?
We have not been on it yet.
Okay.
But that's okay because we have a podcast.
We have a podcast.
They don't got a podcast.
Why the hell not? This is fun.
I have no idea because I'm not there. But I'm here in this room that's getting smaller and smaller.
Can in fact go outside. It's not illegal. Probably should not bring up, allegations of legality towards you. Right?
I got my papers to see. I do go outside to check the mail and bring in the trash cans.
I suppose that's your lot in life.
Man, but it's as much work as you're gonna get out of me for a week, I say.
How is your little lady doing?
Which one?
I'm not going to tell her that.
So I sometimes I gotta switch out my mask so I look like a different person.
Well done.
Tricky part is keeping up with it in the same house.
What, does she think she has like 3 different servants and they all kind of sound the same?
I may or may not have a couple of twin brothers. It's because we all wear different shoes, I say.
Oh, that's how you tell each other apart.
Yeah, we wear different shoes.
I will have to look down next time I talk to thee. I mean, I've met you. I have to look down anyway because you're short.
Check it out. If it's Carlos, I'm wearing my boots with the skulls on the side, the leather boots.
Okay.
Check it out. If I'm Manuel, I'm wearing flip-flops.
That son of a bitch.
Got to be careful because you got Carlos, you got Manuel, and then the really confusing one, because for this one I gotta put on a man bun. That's when you're talking to Donnie.
Donnie White.
Yeah, Donnie White, and he wears sneakers.
I know that guy. We've partied together. That's just you?
That's just me in a different shirt, I say.
Damn it, I like him better.
That wouldn't be, I know him, I'll call him.
All right, this just kind of got weird and sideways really fast.
And it's very confusing now.
Yes, Who am I talking to? I'm talking to Carlos, right? Not
No,
Donnie.
man, you're talking to Carlos. I got the boots on right now. You're talking to Carlos.
Excellent. The boots and the red thing is Carlos. When I saw Donnie, he was wearing sneakers and a Hawaiian shirt. That's why I like his style.
No, man, he's a pretty relaxed guy. And then Manuel wears the, what you call it, the green handkerchief on the forehead.
I do not think I've ever met this Manuel person, but I will keep an eye on him.
No, he's from the east side of Salamanca.
Oh, the east side of Salamanca. And where is Donnie White from?
I think he's from California.
That's not in Salamanca at all.
No, man, it's not even close, is it?
Okay, shall we continue?
Ole. You know who I talked to recently?
Who did you talk to recently?
Yeah, man, I talked to Alan Ward.
Oh, you mean the proprietor and brewmaster of Brigadoon Brewery.
Ole.
Excellent bloke. Kind of bald, takes a punch really well, needs to learn to wear stuff under his kilt.
Hey, man, that's you judging his lifestyle, let's say. And if he's comfortable, let's say, he's happy.
Oh, I think I just threw up a little in my mouth. All right, then. Anyhow, what about Brigadoon Brewery? And what about Alan? What is he doing?
They're getting ready for the Texas Renaissance Festival. You ever been there?
Maybe a couple of times.
Ole, but check out, he said they're getting ready for the upcoming season. He's already got 10 barrels of the Black Plague, the Russian Imperial Stout. Is already ready and waiting.
That Black Plague, I do not know if anybody's ever tried it. While it is a very powerful stout, it is incredibly a tasty stout. I've probably drank more Black Plague than everybody I know except for maybe Alan and one or two other people. And you can tell because my brains are slowly fizzling out. He doesn't have just Black Plague though, however, at TRF. He's got several other ones. And at the Renaissance Festival, he does have a featured beer for every weekend. And depending on what weekend it is, and perhaps if you don't know a lot about TRF, you should probably go to their website and look up because they have themed weekends. So for every themed weekend, Brigadoon Brewery has a themed beer, but you have to get that early because he usually sells out.
Oh man, they got the root beer, man. The root beer will change your life, I say.
Oh, the root beer will indeed change your life. And it is served by an intoxicatingly gorgeous girl who is in fact Alan's daughter, so don't get too close. He might shoot you.
Hey man, don't make it weird, essay.
I cannot help. I've known the family for at least 10 years. Alan and Linda and Zoe, the daughter, who is the root beer girl, in fact. Yes, I am a huge fan of Brigadoon Brewery. If you don't know where they are, if you walk into TRF, hey, just veer left, and once you get to the, I suppose it's the right next to the privy, it's the green doors, brown trim, that is Brigadoon Brewery. Go and ask for Alan and ask for some Black Plague. He will, if you want to just learn how to make beer, he has a brew school that he does as well, and you can sign up for that and take a tour of the brewery, and he'll give you a rundown of how he makes his various beers and stuff like that. It's actually really educational, and the beer is really good too.
Oh, then get that root beer too, man. And if you're walking and if you get to the haunted house and the audience stage, you went too far, turn around, go back.
Yes, turn around.
You went too far, pendejo. And you want to look up more about the Renaissance Festival? It's gonna be at texrenfest.com. But hey, since we're talking about websites, if you want to know more about the Brigadoon Brewery, you can go to brigadoonbrewery.com. But you can shop, you can get the t-shirts and the mug.
He does a wide variety of merchandise. I have seen it. He does in fact sell growlers, 64-ounce growlers and much larger of his Black Plague. I have seen there the Ogre Stout, which will lift you up off your feet and carry you into a further year. Ask him about his Ogre Stout and the fact that one time he made a mistake. One of his apprentices put too much of something into it, and it made it almost impossible to drink, save for the most hearty of adventurers. He's got a lot of stories to tell you about his brewery hijinks.
Sometimes you can catch the Beer Master General on Sports Radio, The Zone, 1150 AM, 102.7 FM. KZNE, 12:30 p.m. every other Tuesday. You'll hear from the man himself.
I know the bloke.
You gotta take notes, I say.
With what? My skull and my sack?
Yeah, man. Tattoo it on.
That's interesting. Have you seen what I wore at the Texas Renaissance Festival? There's not a lot of things to write with.
You know something I did talk about with Mr. Allen? He was saying we're about to tell you guys about some local breweries out here. One of the ones we're going to mention later is they're offering gift cards. You can get those now and you have a whole year to spend them later. So you're kind of buying your beer ahead of time and prepping.
If you did not know Alan, the proprietor of Brigadoon, who is our big theme for this week, he is a huge proponent of the local craft beer scene.
Yeah, and he sent us a big list, and we're gonna go over that with you for some local breweries you probably may not know about. I know we were talking about this, and we even found one that Pendejo didn't know about that's right by his house.
Yes, I had no idea it was that close.
Oh,
I could see it from the top of my castle. It's ridiculous. The first on our list is Cycler's Brewery in Montgomery, Texas. That's about 25 miles from here. So if you're in Houston, head up north to 105, hang a left, and go another 20 miles or so. You should run right into it.
Ole, next up we have Copperhead Brewery. This was funny because it's right up the road from Bendeco over here. It's on North Fraser and Conroe.
I had no idea. I really did not.
Yeah, it just snuck up on you. That's never good when a snake sneaks up on you, but I guess this one's okay because it has beer.
Continue, mate.
Or the next one's you, Pendeco.
Right, so we're going to go to our friends at No Label Brewery in Katy, Texas. Yes, if you go to the website, they have a thing called Drive-Through Brew, which sounds like a great idea. Just don't drink and drive. We are not proponents of that at all.
And the next one we got is Ingenious Brewing Company. That's in Houston, and you go to their website, and they are open from noon to 6 p.m. for curbside to-go orders only. But again, that's another brewery. They do in the curbside. They're gonna do the no contact. You're gonna get what you're looking for, I say.
I'm a huge fan of this curbside thing. We've got Full J breweries in Houston.
And the next one is called Walking Stick Brewing Company with the Rocky Mountain roots, I say. They got a lot of good stuff going on. And that one's going to be in Houston.
Continuing with our Houston thing, we've got Eighth Wonder Brewery. Now, I have in fact tried several of their beers, and I am incredibly huge fan. They've got the I believe it's the Dome Foam. It's good stuff. You should give it a shot.
Ole, and next up we got Under the Radar, which, you know, Carlos likes to stay under the radar because he don't want to get in no trouble. They got some beer names that I already like. They got one called Radar Love. They got one called Dirty Blonde. Odele.
Radar Love. Do they have one called Golden Earring?
I do not see that, but I see Raspberry Love and Slam Dunkle.
Did it go right over your head? Golden Earring. It's a band and a song. They were hugely popular.
What did they do?
Radar Love, Twilight Zone. They're called Golden Earring.
You don't know I'm tired because I've been driving all night and my hands are wet on the wheel, essay.
Oh, you bastard.
Under the Radar, they're here in Houston, essay.
Okay, so next we've got Lone Pint in Magnolia, and they are, I have been there a few times at the TRF.
Magnolia Stroll, I've heard about it.
Yes, the Stroll. You can find them easily on I suppose it's called the Boardwalk, because it is in fact a boardwalk, in the dead center of Magnolia. They're a huge party zone. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of IPAs, and if you've met Carlos and I, IPAs are kind of hit or miss with us.
Oh, but what was that one really? We had that one really good one, you remember?
It was from Celis, the Juicy IPA from Celis Brewery. We really like that. I don't know, Daytona, Christine, if you hear this, let us know if we're wrong.
Yeah, man, it tastes like a sunrise.
Yes, the sunrise. It tasted like a mango and sort of a weird beach quality to it, but it had no fruit juices or anything. It was all had to do with the hops.
The hops, dun, 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 dun. And next up, we got the Back Pew up in Porter. So don't forget about them. I know that they are definitely doing the curbside.
The Blue Testament and their Satyr Swill are two of my, in fact, favorite brews. Satyr Swill is a bock, and the Blue Testament is a Kolsch. Or no, it's a Pilsner. Sorry, I'm dumb. But yes, they are two of my favorite beers. Funnily enough, they live near where my grandfather used to. Holy crap, who knew?
Coming up next, one of your favorites is
Southern Star Brewery. If you do not vote for the blue bombshell can, you're wrong. Keep that up, or don't keep that up. But yes, they are in fact close to me and close to my heart, and I have drank many of their beers, but the bombshell is one of my favorites. I believe they are doing in fact curbside, but you can just find them pretty much anywhere in the Houston metro or even the Austin metro area. So you don't have to worry too much about that. I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon.
Next up, we have the Blackwater Draw. They're the ones we talk about. They're doing the $55 gift card. You can buy your card now, and you have the year to spend it. They got the Border Town Mexican style lager. They got the Contract Killer coffee porter. If you're interested in that kind of thing, it sounds a little scary to me.
The Contract Killer is actually kind of stout. I've had it. I was able to try it at one of the local specs. It's actually really good. I'm a fan.
Oh, they also got the Hazy Lady Indian Pale Ale, and I like this one. Like I said, we're not big IPA fans, but if it's good, I'll try it. But this name is funny. It's called the Hop Dam Seasonal IPA.
Hop Dam.
I mean, that's not funny.
No, it's as funny as Hopkeem Olajuwon and Hopadillo. I like puns. What can I say? Next up, we've got Rar and Son from Fort Worth. I've had several of their beers as well, but I've had them oddly enough at Brigadoon Brewery because Alan is a fan of Rar and Sons. I did not know this until a long time ago.
But next up is all the way in San Antonio. We're talking about like as far away it kind of is, but all the way up in San Antonio, we got Freetail Brewing Company. Oh, I like this. You got the fruity malty American amber ale, and then you got the Bat a la Ales German style lager essay. They got some really clever stuff going on up there, essay.
I do like Belgian wheat beers. I mean, we're both fans of Cellar's White.
Ole.
Next up is Live Oak Brewery in Del Valle, Texas.
Del Valle, pendejo.
I've actually had, it's near Austin Bergstrom Airport. It's not anywhere near the Valley thing, but I've had a few of their stuff. I've had some of their pills and their Oktoberfest and their Hefeweizens, which I actually really like the Hefeweizen. I have been a huge fan of Hefeweizens in the years past, only I've recently matured into lagers and stuff like that. But Live Oak Hefeweizen is clearly, it's easily available at pretty much any liquor store or beer store or wherever you want to get it.
But in Webster, you've got the Salon Door. They've got some really funny things going on too. They've got a cream ale. They've got one called Catty Corner. So that's a craft beer meets vanilla. Ole. And then they got one. I have to say it. It's called Persnickety. It's a bump of crop of citrus fruit peel and all gem packed into a quantum level into each glass. Ole. It's gonna blow you away. This beer is a summer vacation in a glass. They've also got an IPA called Say When, and you're gonna like this essay. They have an IPA. It's called Wyatt Perp.
Wyatt Pup. I like that.
Got a little taste of the pineapple in it and an unexpected juicy finish. Ole. I don't think any of my finishes are ever juicy.
Ugh, but I've had this spicy. Ew. Never mind.
But they also have a Russian Imperial Stout. Check it out. It's called I Must Break You.
That's funny as hell. I will break you.
If he dies, he dies.
Next up, we have Galveston Island Brewery.
Where's that one at?
It's in Galveston.
I mean, that makes sense, Essie.
I'm glad. They are known for their tiki wheat and their Citra Mellow and the Causeway Kolsch, which is incredibly funny if you know anything about this area, because that Causeway doesn't have anything Kolsch about it.
Ba-doom, boom.
Actually, I really want to try this beer now. Balinese Imperial Smoked Porter. Wow. Put that on a list for try, Carlos.
Oh, there. I'm going to write it down. Just not going to misspell it, but I'm going to write it down.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Oh, man. And we got some, specifically, we're going to put the link under the video. And this is where you can put in an order online, and then you just go pick it up.
This is the curbside pickups, yes. The first one up is Real Ale in Blanco, Texas, which I've seen Blanco, and it kind of looks like something you'd see on a modern video game that happens in the Old West, and it's about redemption.
Like the Red Dead kind?
Yes, the Red Dead kind. In fact, it is.
Hey, that's how we do that without getting sued.
Yep, it's called Oblique Approach.
And then next up, we got another one. Like I said, the link's gonna be underneath. You put in the link, you order, you go pick it up. This one's called Sigma Brewing Company, and I can already tell you, my favorite beer. I've never tried it, but just the name of it, check it out. It's a pale ale with cashmere and Cascade hops. It's called Three Seashells.
But you're supposed to drink that, right?
Ole.
Because we know what happens with the Three Seashells. Oh, bloody hell, Carlos, we gotta go find this beer and try it.
We're gonna have to use the Three Seashells if everybody keep buying all the toilet paper.
I'm not opposed.
You just wash them off and try again.
Next up, we have Austin Beer Works. And Carlos, do you know where that's at?
Is it Galveston?
No, it's in Austin. It's Austin.
Man, that makes sense too.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't get paid enough for this.
If you're worried about Nathaniel not getting paid for this, remember, you can look at our Venmo. And then he'll stop complaining about it.
They're on 3001 Industrial Terrace. Sun Shovel Wheat Beer, 4.5% ABU. They have the Amber Vision Amber Ale, which I might be, in fact, curious to try because it sounds like a superhero, clocking in at a hefty 6.0%. Pearl Snap German-style Pilsner at 5.3%. We've got to try this, Carlos. We should look this brewery up.
I'll put it on the list. Say if they deliver, even better.
Well, it's Austin, so they probably won't deliver to either of us, but
I mean, we can wait.
I suppose.
Ole, and we're gonna wrap it up with we're gonna talk about Celis Brewery, because I don't know if you saw, they recently posted a thing. They said it's back. The Celis Raspberry. It's happening.
Now, I don't know if any of you actually came to our show. Some of you might have. Nick, I'm looking at you.
You love Nick, Lilith, William.
Tom, you're the shizzle, and Lilith. But yes, they were very, very proud of their raspberry, and apparently it's a really big thing in Austin, which I'm not native. I did not know this, but it is in fact available currently right now at their curbside pickup.
Which you can order by phone, apparently. I did not know that. You can call them up and go, hey, give me the raspberry, and they're going to go, okay, we got it.
That's great. I'm
Ole, but man, all the more reason for us to, as soon as we can get up there, I don't got to say it. I say,
about Daytona, aren't you?
Daytona, be still my beating heart.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Christine. It's a thing. I'm older than you, so I'm allowed.
I mean, that's fair.
And I know this isn't exactly beer related. However, here in Conroe, where I'm currently based, there is a distillery called Bartlett's Distillery, and I do not know a lot about them because I'm a beer fan. I'm Order of St. Arnold is what I do, but from what I understand, they make whiskey and scotch, which is another kind of whiskey, and vodka and rum and a few other things. But currently, they are making hand sanitizer, and it's available in 1-gallon bottles for about $40. So if you put in a call to Bartlett's Distillery here in Conroe, and they're only about a mile away from me as well, it's 3083. I know what it says, Beach Airport Boulevard, but nobody calls it that here. Just like nobody calls Cartwright 336 or vice versa. But yes, you can get hand sanitizer there by the gallon for $40. So if you want to, if you're a germaphobe like me, mate, Carlos here, nobody else has it. I promise. All right, Carlos, are you ready for Cider Weekend Part 2?
Ole, it's time for the main event, essay.
First up, we have the Spritzer Hard Cider by our friends at Stella Artois. Can you even say that, Carlos?
Yeah, man, that's the Stella Artois, right?
That's close enough.
I just got one more thing to say before you sip. You ready?
Hit me.
Stella!
I do not know why I did not see that coming from a theater mook.
Ole.
Bloody hell. And I would like to issue half of an apology to White Claw. If she's listening, she knows who she is and she knows why. So, shall we begin?
Ole.
Oh man, it is clear, like vaguely seltzery water, and I can see through it with almost no color. Slight yellow tinge.
All right, so you got another bit of the bubbly.
It's very bubbly. It looks like, it in fact does look like champagne. I'm not going to lie to you.
Like cool champagne. Ole, so I guess it's time for the toast.
Let's do the toast, mate.
Champagne costs too much. Whiskey is too rough. Vodka puts big mouths in gear. This little refrain should help to explain why it's better to order a beer. Ole.
That might be the most poignant and relevant toast we've ever had in our show. Well done.
I know, brings a tear to your eye.
It kind of does, yes.
All right, so ready at 3, 2, 1. Ole.
It is very... It's floral. I'm getting a lot of hints of rose and wildflowers. It's actually fun to smell. I'm enjoying this immensely. All right, here goes the taste.
That's going to be a Belgium apple cider. It's a 3.5 ABV, and it's a crisp green apples, fresh hibiscus. They are lightly sweet cider. It's a bit of the bubbly.
It is very, in fact, lightly sweet, and I'm getting a lot of this. It's dry but sweet. It's well balanced. I'm not going to lie, Carlos. I really like this.
Oh, yeah, that's good. It's always good when you get one you like instead of one that you got to kind of force down, right?
Yeah, it's not too sweet that it's making my throat go all bleh, but it's not too dry to where my throat is closing up and wants to make me pull this out. It's actually quite decent. Well done, Stella Artois. You blokes have you make great beer and really good cider. It's very bubbly and effervescent. It's delightful in the summertime. And too bad it's really cold here right now. Otherwise, I like this. This is great. I'm a fan.
It's always more fun when he's pleasantly surprised.
It is. It's always fun when I'm pleasant. I was expecting cloying and overly sweet, and I did not get that, and that makes me happy. Yes, no, I can see this hanging around the campfire in the middle of summer and getting toasted. It's going to take a lot because it's only 3.5%, but I've got all night. What the hell else are we doing?
Oh, there. And now it's time for round 2.
Oh, round 2. Never heard of this before. I picked it up haphazardly at the HEB. This is called, and if any of you know how to actually pronounce this other than me, it's spelled A-N-X-O. I'm going to go ahead and call it Anxo or Angso or something like that. But it is from Washington, D.C., and this one is the Rosé. So if I'm pronouncing that wrong, just kind of let us know in the comments. And if you know anything more about it than than we do because I have absolutely no clue. It was just a pretty green can.
That sounds fancy.
It does. Here we go. It is very much darker than the last one. It actually looks more like cider than cider does. It's got a light. It looks like grapefruit juice, to tell the truth. If I'm holding up to the light and I can see right through it, it has a very grapefruit juice kind of cast to it. All right, Carlos.
Kind of gives you that feeling where you want to go, oh yeah.
I'm not going to break through walls or anything.
Oh, now you're going to do the toast on this one, Issy.
Yeah, okay, I've got the toast. I've got it right here. I drank to... I use your mug up.
Oh, yeah.
I drank to your health and company. I drank to your health alone. I drank to your health so many times, I nearly ruined my own.
Olé.
I thought that was appropriate.
So we're going to count it off. You ready?
Yes, let's do that.
3, 2, 1. Olé. Now this one got a little bit more kick to it. This one's a 6.9, so it's got a little bit more something to it.
I can definitely feel that.
It's red flesh apples with a radiant color and red fruit notes. Ole. Tell us about the red fruit, pendejo.
It is definitely sweet. Like, wow. It is very, very sweet. Not at all dry. It's like drinking fruit juice. I am not going to lie to you. It's very, very sweet. It's almost a bit too much for me. There's my mouth it's full of water drinking this. The color is like that of grapefruit juice. It literally looks like grapefruit juice holding up to the light. This would be something I'd want to mix with something a little bit more stout, like a vodka or something to kind of even it out a bit. Mm-hmm. I probably would not drink this straight.
Ole.
It's very sweet. But it packs a punch. I can feel that right now.
The tingle means it's working, Esse.
Okay, Carlos, and now we will continue on to our featured brewery for this week. It is, again, Austin East Cider's Brewery, and we are finishing up our cider weekend with the pineapple cider from Austin East Ciders. Carlos, would you like to tell our friends about it while I pour my own glass?
Oh, yeah, no, this one we're going to go a little bit down, but still kind of in between the first and the second one. This one's got a 5%. The flavors are going to be tropical, pulpy, and pineapple, of course, because the name of it's pineapple, right? And it's going to smell tropical. It's going to have a fruity, kind of a ripe smell to it. And for foods, you're going to like this one, Esse. You want to do El Pastor tacos, spicy Indian dishes, or caramel dessert.
I mean, you lost me with that one, but tacos and spicy Indian, I'm all about that. One is very, it's pineapple juice is what I'm smelling. Very, very pineapple juice. Carlos, toast time, mate.
Ole, here's my toast for this last one. Saying I love you means never having to explain why it's itchy. Ole.
3, 2, 1 then.
3, 2, 1. Ole.
It's pineapple juice. Legitimately, it's straight up pineapple juice. I've got nothing else to add to that but pineapple juice.
Pineapple cider.
If this can says so, it's made from apples, but it is okay. There's the apples. There we are.
You're getting any of that 5%?
It is 5%. I should have eaten more. It's alcoholic pineapple juice. This would make. I do not know if I would drink this on its own, but if I had a bit of vodka or some rum, this would be excellent. In fact, write that down. Let's try that in the future. That might be a good idea for a show on Mix's show, I suppose. It's very, very sweet and very pineapple-y.
I was going to ask about that. You think it would be like a good mixer for something?
I think it would be a great mixer for perhaps vodka or indeed a non-spiced rum, a white, clear, a silver rum or something like that. You know what? I'm going to try that in the near future and let you people know. Or if any of you out there in YouTube land want to give that a shot, it's Austin East Cider's pineapple cider. Mix it with tequila or anything clear and let us know how that works for you. I am very curious to hear what you people think.
If there's anything out there that you guys maybe want to hear us try, if we can get access to it, we'll see what we can do. Otherwise, figure out it's going to be a surprise for both of us what we're trying next week, right?
Yes, I think next week we will in fact go back to beer, as that is what I'm known for and what I know and what I'm a big fan of, as this is a beer tasting show. But the cider weekend was much looked forward to out at the place that we currently do not work at now, so we figured we'd give that to you anyway.
But we will work at again.
Yes, I think next week we'll go back to beer.
So a closing reminder, don't forget, it's going to be down under the video. We still have a Venmo. If people want to help us contribute a little bit here and there, whatever you can, and to help us Stock up on that beer, huh?
Literally, it takes $10.99 to make 2 shows. So $11 will fund 2 of these shows. But if you want to give us more, that's great too.
Oh, there, we're not going to shy away from that. So, again, thank you all for joining us again. And hopefully we're going to see you next week, Ole, because we're going to keep this going. Ole. We miss you all. We miss you all. We cannot wait until we get to entertain you all face to face again.
Let us know what you think of this show and what you think of these. If you've tried any of these, let us know what you think of it too, because I'm very curious to hear other opinions. That was the best part of that show, to hear what other people thought of the stuff that we were serving. So yes, I am Nathaniel, and that's me mate Carlos.
Ole.
And we will see you next week.
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.